Okay, today is February 11th, 2026. The time is 9:20 a.m. and let's get started with today's video. Hi there. I am back to runecrafting as usual. Haven't got much going on to this morning. I did work on some server stuff in my in a personal server that I'm in, and oops. I think I will turn off that sound. Okay. Yeah, there was a new update today. It's reconfigured, kind of like how it kind of focused on music and stuff. It's a music focused update. Anyways, you'll notice that I got a new camera. It's very nice quality camera. Care a lot about this camera though. I'll probably use it for regular shooting as usual. For when I decide to take my usual kind of photos, which are macro and landscape shots. Not a lot of portrait shots, but landscape and portraits are my go-to. And it is a Nikon D5500. Had it for about 6 to 8 years now. Very long time, and it served me very well during the time I had used it. And yeah, very cool camera. Anyways, as for what I've got on my mind today, I have a number of things I want to talk about, and I'll kind of bring them up as we go. Anyways, so what have we got here? So activity on the group Iron has returned. I do have the account open right now. It is at motherload mine. I'll probably log out as soon as I get a full sack. I'll probably take about like 3 to 5 minutes. As for anything else that I've got going on, I actually don't have a lot of things going on. I dropped off a resume and a cover letter to a job that I most likely will not get, but am looking forward to an interview if at all possible. And so, with that in mind, hopefully I do hear from them soon. If not, then whatever. Yeah. So, I'm not too worried at all. Still focused on runecrafting and some mining as well. My clan activities have been diminished entirely since me being kicked from the clan I will not name, and yeah. As for other things, let's see here. For other things, I'm not sure what I've got going on. I tried to get I was at the coffee shop the other day. I was just working on that email I was about to send because I couldn't drop off the resume and appear in person at the office. I didn't give him a call, which I probably should have, but maybe I'll give him a call today. Just make sure I'm kind of like looking for a job and looking for work, looking for things to do. I won't say much about the job description, but it is up there in one of my dream positions that I'd love to be part of. I don't have a lot of credentials though. the credentials in that job, my credentials in that job are severely lacking, and doing so would kind of breach my interest and current interest in my major. Looking to major in economics, so yeah. Although that would boost our household income to disproportionate levels, so I probably will not, get the job in response to the amount of changes that would affect our local spending and local economy. The point is, I'm just not probably not equipped yet to work that job at the moment. Although it would be nice to get my foot in the door for a shadowing position, I did bargain for I did co-opt. I did bargain for a co-opting position as somewhat of a administration job position. So what I mean by that is I would like divide the responsibility with some other individual, regardless of pay grade, and try to make my way to lowering costs for the company and like overall saying stuff like that as well. So it is a dream that I do wish to attain eventually, to be a fully functioning working individual, but it remains a dream at this current time. With the prospect of going back to school, I think I may or may not set this in stone going forward, but I may continue to like go forward with like what I said to my mentor and friend, which I told him that I not so much a mentor, more so as a friend, and did tell him that I would pause my gender transition. So until I graduate, because a lot of things are up in the air right now. I don't want to completely go all in on the gender transition to prevent myself from missing any opportunities. The town I'm going to is very powerful, rather influential in the country, so I think it'd be wise for me to plant my roots properly over there while I still can, and like maintain an attitude that is conducive to networking and studying voraciously, and studying with studying as the utmost priority for me going forward. I am majoring in economics. Probably a breadth of reasons of why I could be majoring in something else, but economics is a very complex subject, as you know, and it takes a lot for someone to not sound like an asshole and a pretentious one at that, to work in that field. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to work in economics, and I think I took my due diligence in stepping away from school, and yeah. So we'll see how it goes. It takes a lot of effort in with regards to public relations, formal relations, understanding soft power, hard power, crippling power, like even crippling power, such as like tariffs, stuff. Those are the markers of an economist, I believe, and I've been studying mostly on game theory as I had left off in my studies, and yeah, being readmitted to the school was huge for me. I got readmitted twice because I had been inadvertently rescinded the first time around, and yeah, there's a lot of information that I have yet to consume, and just honestly, it sounds funny to me. Like, I'm 29 and still haven't received a bachelor's degree. I may be just being hard on myself here, but like, economics is no joke. It's no joke. And having a bachelor's of science in that particular field would be very, very wise for me to pursue. anyways, working here in my the comfort of my home has given me the opportunity to be able to practice my public speaking skills, and as well as practice my multitasking skills as well, among other things, among many things. It's very nice for me to be able to practice various skills while working on, like, such as improvisation, general speech planning, mostly hinges mostly on improvisation, which is absolutely a valid subject, and as well as memory retention as well. It's helping me do that as well, and it's challenging me in ways that I've always wanted to be challenged, and this opportunity in returning to school absolutely change everything. Have to probably build mock policies, maybe even consider working for a model UN company or UN club. I don't know what else is there. Regardless, there needs to be stuff that needs to be established. And ground rules that we all must follow. So I think going to school and coming to find common ground during those times would absolutely change a lot. After all, I'm not going to name drop. I'm going to remain professional and stoic as I can. And yeah, these are what these videos are for, is to keep everyone in sync while having a little bit of sprinkled fun, added fun to the experience. This comes at a most candid of times in human history. A bunch of us in the world have taken a risk as a collective to dive into technology and developing technology for stuff like this to be able to happen. And I think it's a really healthy opportunity to be able to realize that finally. In the same way, I want to give my regards to the school to which I had been admitted to, but I'd also want to send regards to my trans friends who also will not be seeing me transition for, again, a long period of time, because I just feel the need to graduate first before my personal need. I'm not setting a precedent for anybody to follow, because my life has been very turbulent and is very difficult to replicate, and I advise anyone to not undertake the life in which I had chosen to just go on my own with. So really, just going on my own path. And I hate to say it like that because it's got some denotations, but regardless, I think it'd be very wise to maybe just opt for not a cookie cutter path or something, because I wasn't intending for this path to be ever cookie cutter. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of things. And cookie cutter just resembles the significance of how many people have careers molded for them from the very start. Meanwhile, it was me who saw some problems that needed to be addressed, and I acted on those. So I hope I did, at least within my local community. So if this at all is a general kind of test playground type of thing, then yeah, I used people. Sure, I used people. I used people to see what they would think of me, assuming I would be talking to the people, the individuals that would hear me eventually say this out loud on camera, on footage, and it feels so petty of me. It really does. But that's the damn truth, though. That's the damn friggin' truth, dude. People are gonna be used. People are gonna feel used. People are gonna feel like they've been taken advantage of. But honestly, I don't even know how people feel about it, because this is such a complex issue and so hard, so deeply to delve into, and so deep Yeah, just such a complex topic, because like no one wants to feel used. No one wants to feel like they've been left behind. No one wants to feel that way. But you know, it's tough. It's tough, but it's not tough. It can be tough. It might not be tough. Who knows? Regardless, I wanted to provide this pep talk for everyone, in case we lose track of what really matters, and it's kind of efficient usage of our spare time, for me at least at this current time. Our spare time needs to be used very wisely, and I've been doing that very well so far. I think I need to give myself a pat on the back for that, for real. Give myself a little more credit, you know? What credit's due. So, yeah. Excuse me while I empty the sack and rerun the sack again. I said I would log out, but I lied. Small lie at that, but at least I'm aware of it. Which is healthy. I hope. Hope to God that people don't act on themselves too, or act too tough on me and stuff, because to make it tough on myself, I probably made it needlessly tough in order to make my life worth one following. But well, it turns out that I didn't lay out an easy path for anybody. This cookie cutter whatever wasn't made to be followed, because like we need sustainable growth, long lives to live. I didn't choose to live a long life. I damaged probably like pretty much every organ, every noticeable organ through like smoking and drinking. So like I'm not too optimistic about how my lifespan, how long my lifespan will stretch for. But honestly, man, honestly, it's tough. It's tough thinking about this stuff because you know, having, you know, it's just life. It's just life. At the end of the day, I don't want to talk about that. I don't feel qualified to equip people with those words. But game theory, anyways. I want to talk about game theory. Know nothing about the subject, but that was one of the classes that I'm required to take as an up-and-coming economist. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyways, let's see here. I think the power behind people's words like rely heavily on like how much intention they put behind those words. That's an interesting way to put it. But I think there's some truth to that. I think there's some truth to that. It'd be tough to stay out of focus for a long time, but you know, it sometimes I didn't feel like I was out of focus. I was just taking an extended break. As people bring themselves back, it's just like a careful reflection, a deep dive perhaps on how we view ourselves and how we want to spend our time, how we want to interact with our communities and give back to our communities and volunteer for them and all that stuff. You know? Stuff is great, honestly. Community engagement, the way in which we get involved with our communities, even contribute to our workplaces as well. Imagining how we would like to cut costs, or how we like to generate revenue, or distribute information, or implement policies, or interact with the board or investors, stuff like that. Like a lot of stuff that we've learned, that I've learned over time, and more reasons to keep presenting mail till then. So without giving you all the answers, I think I would leave it at that, and finding a niche in which people couldn't fill or need to fill without sounding like a pretentious asshole. So, cheers to that, I suppose. Absolutely cheers to that. There have been a lot of problems in my life that I hadn't seen ever fixed because I'd been too late. But this chance at going back to school again, like just like relive, like have an experience, have an opportunity to go back to school next year is probably a really, really good shot at, reigniting my career. My career wasn't really, my career alone with a college degree alone was probably not going to be taken all that far, but if I could think about little decisions that I make every time, and if I could reconsider like all the things that I hadn't been able to do yet and are able to do still, well, like as long as I'm able, why not? As long as I'm able to do it. I hope to give credit where credit's due, monetarily, or time, or with like a message, without sounding too intimidating. Because at times, like I do appear very intimidating, very powerful, and overbearing as well, even maybe even creepy. But creepiness is not a thing for me. That's just the real deal, because like it's just the asshole inside of me, that the inner critic that I had been destroying myself destroying myself, and it's not what we do, but it's what I do at the end of the day. Just felt the need to self-destruct or self-destroy, harm myself, and that's just being real with you. That's just being real. Everything I say, I'm going to try to recall it from my basic principles of life and living, and try to distribute it in a way that won't be regarded as religion, or, won't be too followed religiously. Like I was told, Josh, what's really on your mind? And it's like, well, like if I were to tell you, I simply wouldn't be able to. I don't know if you'd be able to understand, because I just wouldn't know where to start. So maybe these videos are just like a good starting point into how I think and how I do things, and how I conduct myself, and maybe do a tutorial of something, of like setting OBS or something as simple as that. Smart people need to get their feet in the door with like how YouTube all is and stuff. So I think that could be a good start as well. I could do that. Who knows? There are plenty of things I could be doing, but right now I'm just nature runecrafting with those nets, I suppose. Suppose I could also do that as well. Just throw everything in there but the kitchen sink, you know what I mean? But that'll be speaking to without any enough layers. There needs to be a little more layering in this thing, and after having fallen behind it for so long, I feel like I can finally keep up. And damn, does it feel good? Does it feel good to finally be back on camera, be back on the Nikon camera, back in somewhat full view, I suppose. I don't know, it's cool. It's just cool. It's just cool what I'm doing, what I've been able to do, actually, though. So, it's awesome. It's fucking cool, dude. Love to see it. forward to the future and what it has in store for me. Policies I have to like analyze and stuff. Exchange rates, percentage rates, interest rates. Goodness, there's so much information that I have to look on. There's so much information, so many conversations to be had, so many intersections to be found, to find. Beautiful city to explore. Beautiful city to explore. Putting it on video now just makes it feel more real at the moment. And goodness, like, does it feel amazing to just be able to be myself for now. But being someone else, it takes a whole nother leap of faith, I suppose. These books behind me are books that I've yet to fully absorb. I had wanted to put a shelf right behind, to a shelf to my right, with additional books that I've yet to read or have read. My personal library is becoming quite expansive. Personal library is becoming quite expansive, indeed. And with that, I think we have a few minutes left. Anything else I need to say? Not really much to say. Nothing really on my mind, but this camera's really nice, though. This camera's really nice, and the quality's really good, and holy moly, can it shoot, though? It's good. It's good, though. It's really good that I can finally be able to be heard and stuff, and stuff's nice. Nice. Wonder what high school me would think of me now. College me, first attempt at college me would think of me now. I'm sure they'll wonder many things. Many things. Super cool though. Super cool I'm able to do this. Getting readmitted to school, that's huge. That's huge for them. So, let's see here. Oops, didn't wind up telling. Oops. Yeah, so I'm going to delay the transition for a few years until I figure out what the hell's going on with my school life, because I haven't been there yet. I haven't been back to my city, the city that I kind of spend my first half of my adult life at. It's not my city. I can't call it my city because that'll make me sound like I'm coming from a place of position of authority, which I don't really particularly wield at the moment. But with today's understanding of me being able to better enunciate myself better than I ever had been previously, I think yeah, it would be very wise for me to be able to understand that the skills I picked up on the words that I had been equipped with has it's given me better sense of, or has given me more fulfillment in life and deeper kind of meaning. Anyways, I think I'm gonna make this the last trip of the video. The time is 9:51 a.m. The date is February 11th, 2026, and I hope you all have a very nice rest of your day.